Goldilocks by Ruth Sanderson. On a time, there were 3 bears that lived in a little stone cottage deep in the woods. A great big papa bear, a middle-sized mama bear, and a wee little baby bear. Every morning the bears took a walk while their porridge was cooling off. One day, while the bears were still on their walk, a visitor arrived at their house. Her name was Goldilocks. Goldilocks loved to pick blueberries. That morning she wandered from bush to bush to bush, and before she knew it, she was standing in front of a cottage she had never seen before. She wondered who lived there, and knocked on the door. When no one answered, Goldilocks forgot her manners and walked right in. Goldilocks smelled the bear's porridge and rushed over to the table. She was very hungry. First, she tasted the porridge in the great big bowl, but it was too hot. Then she tasted the porridge in the middle-sized bowl, but it was too cold. Finally, she tasted the porridge in the wee little bowl, and it was just right. Goldilocks ate it up, every bite. Across the room, Goldilocks saw 3 chairs in front of a cozy fireplace. First, she tried to sit on the biggest chair, but it was too high. Then she tried the middle-sized chair, but it was too wide. Finally, she sat on the little chair, and it was just right. But Goldilocks rocked so hard that the chair broke into pieces. Goldilocks began to feel tired after all of her adventures. She peered through a doorway, and she saw 3 beds. First, she climbed into the biggest bed, but it was too hard. Then she climbed into the middle-sized bed, but it was too soft. Finally, she climbed into the wee little bed, and it was just right. Goldilocks pulled the quilt up to her chin and fell fast asleep. When the bears returned home and found their front door wide open, they ran inside. "Someone's been tasting my porridge," said Papa Bear in a great big voice. "Someone's been tasting my porridge," said Mama Bear in her middle-sized voice. "Someone's been tasting my porridge," said Baby Bear in his wee little voice. "And it's all tasted away." The 3 bears discovered a mess across the room. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," said Papa Bear in his great big voice. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," said Mama Bear in her middle-sized voice. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," said Baby Bear in his wee little voice. "And it's all broken to pieces." The 3 bears peeked into the bedroom to see what else they would find. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," said the Papa Bear with a great big growl. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," said Mama Bear with a middle-sized growl. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," said Baby Bear with a wee little growl. "And there she is!" At the sound of Baby Bear's shrill voice, Goldilocks woke up to a start. She was so afraid she could not speak. "Can I keep her?" asked Baby Bear. "No, dear," said Mama Bear, "but you can keep an eye on her while she makes up the beds." Baby Bear played with his blocks while Goldilocks straightened up the quilts. Then she followed Baby Bear to the other room, where Mama Bear was weaving a new seat for his chair. "May I help?" asked Goldilocks. Mama Bear smiled at Goldilocks and handed her some canes and showed her how to weave them in and out. Papa Bear made new legs for the chair, and soon it was good as new. But Baby Bear was not happy. "Mama," said Baby Bear in his wee little voice, "I'm hungry." "I'm hungry too," said Mama Bear in her middle voice. "I'm very, very hungry," said Papa Bear in his great big voice. Goldilocks backed away from the 3 bears. Were they going to eat her for breakfast? Then she saw her basket near the door, and Goldilocks had an idea. "Blueberries are good for breakfast," said Goldilocks. "Blueberries are tasty," said Baby Bear in his wee little voice. But I know something tastier, said Mama Bear in her middle voice. And we have all the ingredients, said Papa Bear in his great big voice. He smiled a great big toothy bear smile. Mama Bear smiled at Goldilocks, and Baby Bear smiled a wee little bear smiled. Oh boy, said Baby Bear. Blueberry muffins, he cheered. Baby Bear brought a jar of honey to the table. Papa Bear poured the blueberries into a bowl. Mama Bear took out flour, baking soda, salt, milk, butter, and eggs. Papa Bear stirred the ingredients together, spooned the batter into a muffin tin, and popped it into the oven. Mama Bear put the kettle on, and Goldilocks helped Baby Bear set the table. And they all had tea and blueberry muffins warm from the oven. The end.